this meeting of the Daly City Small Business Commission to order. Today's date is February 12th, 2026, and the time is 7:16. Let's start with our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. Mabel, would you like to do the roll call?
Yes. Commissioner Bautista,
Here.
Vice Chair Commissioner Peña Cerrada,
Present.
and Chair Commissioner Rodwan.
Present.
Great.
All right. Let's review last meeting's minutes. And if there aren't any changes or additions, can I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve. I say yes. Aye.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, great. We have a presentation today from CalSavers. Hello, welcome.
Can I talk from here, or do I have to be super close? From here? Oh, they can hear me? Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Irma Ruiz. I'm with CalSavers. So we're the retirement savings board with California. We're the state's retirement program. And like I said, I'm the outreach and client service analyst, and I'll just briefly be going over about CalSavers and just a little bit of information. Okay, so why pretty much CalSavers was created and why it's needed. So we did some research before creating the program. Nearly 50% of Californians are projected to retire into economic hardship at or below 2 times the poverty level. 7.5 million Californians lack access to a workplace retirement plan. And we found that workers are 15 times more likely to save and be on a path towards saving if they have a retirement savings program. And like CalSavers, we offer you're automatically enrolled, which is something we found that people find easier. So who is CalSavers for? So if you're an employer, a business owner in California, and you're reporting to EDD, this program is mandated for you. And the people who are eligible are your employees that you're reporting to EDD. So if they are 18 or older, have a Social Security or an ITIN, that means they're eligible regardless of the hours they work. So full-time, part-time, temporary, seasonal, whatever the case is, they're eligible is if you're reporting them to EDD. And then just some employer features that we had when we created the program. So the program is super easy to facilitate. As the employer, you're pretty much just the middleman, and there's no fees for employers. So like other programs, you don't have to chip in, you don't have to match it, you don't have to pay anything. And employers are not the fiduciaries, so there's no legal liability for employers. The board that I work for and our contractors, we're the ones that manage everything. And then some saver features for your employees. So it's simple. So like I said before, they get automatically enrolled at work, but it's their choice if they want to participate. So just like any other retirement program, they can choose to not participate. It's only mandated for employers, not for employees. So employees can opt out whenever, but they can also opt back in whenever they want. There's no open enrollment period. And then it's standard settings. So like I said, they get automatically enrolled. The settings are already saved for them, but if they want, they can go in and customize it. It's up to them. And then these accounts are portable, so they go with them from job to job. So if they leave your company, go work for someone else, that account still follows them. So if I go work for another employer, they're offering a 401k, I still get to keep this CalSavers account. It's tied to me, not to my employer. And then it's low fees. So like I said, there's no fees for employers, but the employees do pay a small fee. And we have a structure of that on our website. So if anyone's curious, that's on our website. And then meeting the registration requirement. So pretty much how we find out if you're on our radar is that we get our information from EDD. So every spring we get data from EDD. We go off the previous year. So currently we're in 2026. So in I think next month we should be receiving our new data from EDD, and we'll be going off of that year's data. So if in 2025 you didn't report employees, technically you're not on our radar and we're not sending you notices. But if you are on our radar, then we've already sent you notices both by email and paper mail. So whatever information you have with EDD, that's where we're sending it to. And then it is now required for everyone. So even if you're just reporting the one employee and it's yourself as the owner, you can also participate in the program. And then when we send you that notice, it'll have an access code, it'll tell you how to register, and it'll have your deadline date as well. And this is just like a brief little overview on the deductions, like when you're setting up your CalSavers account, we just like to include it to go over it a little bit. So it is a Roth deduction, so it's deducted after tax. And then the contributions limits, it's the same rules as the IRS rules. So 7,500 if you're under 50, if you're over 50, it's 8,600. Sorry, that got messed up. But yeah, so and then the deduction is not reportable on taxes unless you were to edit your account. And if you do some changes, we send you all the required documents, not your employer. So everything comes from CalSavers directly. Like I said, the employer is just the middleman. And then the default contribution rate when you do get added into the program is 5%, but you can edit that. So it could be more or less. So you could do 1%, 2%, you can do 7%, any percentage you want, you can edit that on your end. And then just to briefly go over, so I mentioned before how the employers are the middleman, and you can either submit contributions manually, and we go over that more in our webinars, or you can use our payroll integration system, which is a third party that we use, and they would manually do it for you. It goes into like a read-only mode, so everything just happens on its own. And then just some prices there, it all varies. So if you have only one participating employee, you're only getting charged for that one employee. Even if you have 5 employees, you're still just getting charged for the one that's participating. But like I said, we have webinars, so we go over that in full detail, or we can also answer questions. And then this is the end. So pretty much it's just our resource slide. So on our website, we are mandated by the state. So we do have a .gov website, but on our website, that's from our administrator, the calsavers.com, we have a section for savers resources. So it explains to them, they have their own webinars. It has a FAQ, program details. We also have an employer tab, which is pretty much, it'll have all the same information for them as well, and their own webinars that my colleagues and I host weekly, and it's a live Q&A as well. And then we have our lines, so dedicated for savers and employers, and email as well if that's better for you. And then also the nice thing about CalSavers is that we have on-site support, because I'm sure this information sounds a little confusing. So we have a field team that can do Zoom calls with you, just regular calls, or they can go in person to help you navigate the portal, because I know it can be confusing. So they help with all the setting up, answering the questions, doing a Zoom presentation for your employees to explain a little bit more. And that's the end of my presentation. So if we have questions.
Thank you so much on that.
Thank you.
Commissioners, any questions or feedback?
And maybe one thing, we do like receive letters from the CalSaver like 2 years ago. So we noticed we have to create an account for the order employee, because we have like, my restaurant will not have like 10 employees. So if we're not like creating an account and tell the order employee, so we will charge some like the late fee.
The penalties?
Yeah, the penalty,
Yeah.
yes, right?
Yeah.
So after we just like open the account for them, so we tell them all the account information. It depends on the employee want to put this, or like the owner have to charge it on the payroll, or it depends on the employee want to put how many percent, right? Not the owner like have to like put 3% or 5%?
No. So employers don't have to contribute anything, and they're not allowed because it's an IRA. So all the same rules apply. You can't contribute. It's only going to be the employees' contributions that are yeah.
I noticed on one of the slides, the registration deadline was the 31st of 2025. What happened if registration hasn't happened?
So if you're in that 1 through 4 category and you got notified and that's your specific deadline, we give you 90 days to get into compliance. And then if you don't get into compliance within those 3 months, then we begin sending you enforcement notices. That's from FTB. And they just tell you in that letter, like, hey, register or you're going to get this deadline of 250. If you take another 180 days, it's an extra 500. So in total, it would be 750. But once you get into compliance, those penalties are automatically waived. Yeah. So we're here to really help you guys. We don't want to take the money,
Yeah,
so
of
we
course.
recommend just get in in compliance.
Because I received the penalty the letter,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. But no, once you do all your steps, the penalty's waived automatically. Yeah.
Great, thank you.
So just to clarify, this is a option for small businesses versus doing 401ks, right?
Yeah, it's a mandate. So it's either you do the whatever plan you want, a private one with, or you have to do the state's retirement free option.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
What if you have an employee that's under 18?
You don't add them into the account. So I know we get a lot of people that say, oh, my kids work for me. They're 16 years old. That's fine. Don't add them. The only thing we recommend doing is if they're going to turn 18 soon, then add them in. But if there's no one, then we're able to give you an exemption. So, that's what I didn't really touch on, but you are able to get exemptions. So if you offer a 401k, you get an exemption. Cases like that, it all bases, but you are able to receive exemptions depending on the situation. Unions at times get exemptions depending on their case. And then if you're a governmental or religious organization, you also are able to get exemptions.
Got it. No, thank you.
I might as well, for those that are listening, for people that own their own business and they're owners, but they aren't paying themselves, how does that apply?
So technically, like I mentioned, if you're not reporting yourself to EDD, then we don't have any data of you. But if you do want to participate, you can self-register. So that's another option with CalSavers. Like my mom is a housekeeper, so she doesn't, and she's the owner of her business, but she doesn't report herself to EDD. But she's allowed to. She made her own account, signed up, and then that's how she participates.
But she could still create an account for
as
herself.
long as you have earned income.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to do self-registration. So like if you have 1099 contractors, technically those aren't your employees,
Yep.
but they can register on their own.
On their own.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I think one other question is like in a typical 401k, you have the ability to like set how risky you want your investments. How does that work with this plan?
So State Street is the one, I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, but State Street is the ones that they handle
They
all the
manage.
investments and like the bonds and the stocks and all that. The state we don't touch anything, so it's State Street that handles all of those numbers. But you are able to see on our website like how certain investments have performed because we have like 5 different investment options and we go into that detail to that on our webinars and you're able to see which is the best option for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's helpful.
Oh, it's good. This is helpful because I think a lot of small businesses, they think they have to go towards the 401k route,
Yeah. And
which there's fees and whatnot. And so
Yeah.
this is a good option.
Yeah,
So thank you for
exactly.
bringing this to our attention.
no problem. Thank you guys for having me.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Next on the agenda, we're going to get an update from staff on the P-bids.
Okay, so we have made significant strides on the property-based business improvement district. I had previously given the report on where the district boundary lines were going to be proposed, and we did this presentation that's up right now as well. So just going back over the timeline, we did the feasibility and orientation during the summer of 2025. We engaged with stakeholders, property owners, business owners within the district lines throughout that time. And then we formed a steering committee who comprises of both property owners and business owners as well, working toward forming a more formal committee. And this group is helping shape district boundaries, service priorities, budget scenarios, in which there was a lot of toggling back and forth on how we were going to assess vacant lots versus buildings with large parking lots, et cetera, and the governance structure. So work is underway for developing a draft management district plan for stakeholder review. And this is where we, hardline identify district priorities, preliminary assessment scenarios, and we are still continuing to do outreach to build more understanding and consensus, especially and primarily with a lot of our bigger structures that are within the proposed district lines. So past the feasibility stage, we are now in formation stage and hopefully going to petition by June and going to ballot shortly after. So the discussion for the Small Business Commission is providing any feedback that you think the PBID services should be in support of the small businesses that are there, sharing any insights that you guys have on business needs and corridor conditions. And just a reminder, so this is on Mission Street from Vista Grand, where Tri-Counties is, all the way down, continuing on Mission Street, all the way down to the border, which is Sickles. So, and then, helping staff, if you could help potentially identify any gaps, risks, or opportunities. And if you know anybody within the district lines, one of your former commissioners actually owns property there. If you could help reach out to people that have businesses or that have property there. Lees have properties in that district line as well. So anybody that you could reach out to, and it's a no pressure, no sales call or anything like that. You're not asking them to be a part of it. It's more like, have you engaged with city staff and the consultants before? Are you informed that this petition is coming? And do they have any questions about it? Because either way, we want them to make a decision towards it. And of course, give us any feedback on what they think should be the conditions there. So fiscally, we have appropriated $90,000 for the PBID consultants. And right now, we remain somewhat in the feasibility stage, even though we know it's feasible, but the feasibility coming with the consensus building stage. So that's the mode that we're in right now, with a strong emphasis on education, outreach, and alignment for all of the stakeholders' priorities. So no final decisions have been made regarding district formation or boundaries or assessments yet, but we continue to engage with property owners, business owners, and advisory boards such as yourself, because this is essential to determining whether this PBID is both viable and beneficial for Daly City. So we'll continue to evaluate, we'll continue to give you feedback, refine any potential service offerings, definitely assess legal and operational considerations as we move forward, and the Commission's input helps inform this work to ensure that small business perspectives are considered as we evaluate long-term tools to support commercial corridors. I I'm here if you have any questions. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm still really excited about this whole, and part of it is because I live in that area, and also just coming off of the high of like the top of the Hill Fest and just seeing like the potential for that area. I think the first question I had was, I mean, I know we're like past the feasibility phase. Sort of just wondering, I know it sounds like we have the steering committee formed now. Of the steering committee, have you been successful in connecting property owners in the steering? I remember that was sort of a challenge last year that was brought up.
It was and it still is, but we do have property owners on board on the steering committee, and there is no max to the people on the steering committee. So if you know any property owners that would love to get involved, we don't ask for much. It's once either every 2 weeks or when we can get together on Zoom. So very convenient to meet with us, less than an hour, and we just discuss, what the assessments look like, where boundary lines should be. So we've been kind of going back and forth. They wanted to extend it all the way to war, and we're definitely open to having more committee members. And then from there, once this is a formalized district, it's natural for those steering committee members to be the formal advisory board for the district, because it does need a board. So if somebody wants to come in early and be able to help dictate where the funds go, it's a great time to get in.
And these are funds that are outside of the 90K, or is it including that 90K that was?
Oh, the 90K is just for
The study.
Just for the
building.
explore. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, forming the PBID.
Forming the PBID, okay.
Right, but the assessments, it comes by way of a tax assessment, kind of like how you see your property tax on your homes. You'll see like bond measures, school tax, things like that. It's another assessment, an HOA, if you will, on your property
Within those businesses,
within the property owners.
properties of that area, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So we're about 100 to 120. We've been messing a little bit with the boundary lines, depending on who's been responsive. Yeah.
So you could extend the boundary line.
We definitely discussed extending it.
Yeah.
We've also discussed shortening
Shortening
it
it,
as well. And and then we toggle all of the different assessment scenarios, like more for empty parcels or less for parking lots, or vice versa, and trying to see what's legally defensible, because we also have to be able to legally defend why. We can't just say we're just gerrymandering because someone said no, right? It's just,
Right.
yeah.
What was the boundary again? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm trying to remember the streets.
Yeah, so it's actually Mission Street.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the map is here somewhere. No. Where is it? Oh, gosh, I'm going backwards. Here
There
we
you
go. So Mission Street at Vista Grand, at the bottom. That's, so it's actually, oh, this is an old presentation. It's actually one more on the corner to the left. That's Tri-Counties. Tri-Counties approached us and said they wanted to be a part of this, and they said they would not mind being taxed for it. And then all the way down on the right toward Sickles. So past Templeton.
Past
That's-
Simpleton.
Yeah, that's still ours on the,
The right side.
yeah, the northbound side. So all of those in between, including, 13 gallons in the middle, that big one on Goeth or Gothi, that's the old Walgreens grocery outlet. We have several, the city has several parcels in there as well, so we are also taxing ourselves for this. And then it gets pooled, so the minimum that we're hoping for is 200,000 a year, and that pool is, the advisory board of the district decides where that pool of money goes, if it's towards power washing, graffiti abatement, homeless abatement, whatever they deem is a priority to them.
Yeah, thank you. That area has so much potential. Like,
Yeah. I'm curious if, because I don't think any of us are a part of this advisory board. Is that something that we should think about having at least one of us represent the committee?
That would be nice. Who's
any volunteers?
volunteering someone?
I'm not trying to make any more, work for anyone else, but maybe we can talk about that offline.
I mean, as someone that's like
Lives there?
actually vested and lives there, I would definitely be open to it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, yeah, cool. I live close by too, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think that would be great. I think it would be good because we can get a sense if we're trying to discuss and give ideas on how to get the community be more involved, then we should see what it is that they're seeing as far as presentations and talks and how are they being given information so that they are bought in per se, enrolled into this idea. I mean, we as business owners think is a great idea, but those that are there that are like all they can think about is, oh, I have to pay an extra tax, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
That was.
But they're maybe not seeing the bigger vision of how this can actually impact all the businesses positively.
Absolutely. We had a speaker come on the Zoom from Sacramento who owns Winco, which is a grocery store, and she was one of those that opposed early on to this, and then throughout the time and speaking with them, they voted yes, and now she is a champion.
Nice.
So, which is why she came to
Came
the
out.
steering committee, spoke, and said, "I get it. This is another tax, but it's like you have $5, you have $5, you have five, you have five, right? But $5 alone isn't going to do anything. But we pool our money together. We are $20, and we
Yes.
can actually get something for all of us,
course.
right? So it's kind of like that same idea at a very rudimentary level. But
Yeah.
so she championed it for our steering committee, and I think it got one of our bigger parcels who was somewhat on the fence to kind of lean more supportive.
Sure.
Yeah. So
So those that are involved so far, I'm assuming it's being received pretty well.
correct,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. But there are some where we have no idea where they fall
No response.
because they're either
Yeah.
not responsive or they're just not telling us
Right.
either way. Do you support it or don't? Yeah. So yeah, we would love to engage more with some of these owners and see if we could garner their support. If any of you would like to engage with any of the owners, because I know you know some of them, I would really appreciate that. It's a big lift, but I also think it's going to be very beneficial for this corridor. And my long-term goal and vision is to make this a tourist destination. We could be like one of those other corridors like Mountain Views or a Castro Street or something like that where
Yeah.
we're on the map and people are coming here specifically for that neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other comments or questions?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay. Next on the agenda is the legacy business nominations. I think we have 3 today. Let me see. Maybe how would you like us to present these? The ones that nominated?
Sure. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Well, before we go into that, is there still room for other nominations for this year?
Yes.
Okay.
So the cycle is actually
I mean, I know it's ongoing, but
right. It rolls, but you get 2 per year. That's from October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for it to pass through the council and then
I see what you're
present
saying.
them.
We normally highlight them by May, right?
Yeah.
Correct, but I have to get it on the council agenda.
And
I was told February 23rd, which means
Which is
this,
that? Yeah. So
which
it's not
means
gonna.
that's it.
This is it.
We
Okay.
wouldn't, yeah.
Okay. Well, I would encourage my fellow commissioners for the next cycle to definitely throw in your nominations, especially if you frequent a business or.
Did you send it to me?
Okay.
God.
And I also know that there's a process that staff goes through to ensure the
And that, yeah.
compliance and that folks are able to meet the guidelines of the Legacy Commission. Or I'm sorry,
You did.
Legacy nominations. Oh, looks like we might have one more.
We have 2 more.
2 more. Okay.
I had another one, and I didn't press send. My fault.
You could. Here, I'm gonna.
So there's 2 more. Can we add that in there?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
do
why
it.
not?
It's fantastic.
We're gonna do it.
If you have our smartphones,
More the
yeah.
the more the merrier, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna send it, and then you can speak on it, Joseph. Yes. Whoever wants to go first.
Would you like to go first then? Go for it.
Inboxes.
Hmm?
It's in your
So-
inboxes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Am I reading it? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
And just real quick, I think it's the name of the business. Why do you believe this business should be part of the Legacy Business Directory?
okay. So one of my nominations is Hilltop Beauty School. It's on Mission Street. They've been around for 45 years, since 1979.
Wow.
So Hilltop Beauty School has been providing vocational education and training to Daly City residents for over 4 decades. They have helped countless students develop professional skills in cosmetology, creating career pathways, and contributing to the local economy. The school has also provided affordable beauty services to community members while training the next generation of beauty professionals. Their commitment to education and workforce development has made a lasting impact on our community. And as we all know, helping people feel better about themselves is very important for mental health. I don't care what age you are. And if you can help someone feel better about themselves, whether it's their hair or their skin or whatever the case may be, you're doing a great service to the community. Just my thought process. That's why I thought of them. My second nomination would be the Coma Auto Body Shop. It's located in Mission Street in Daly City. It's called Coma, but yeah. They've also been around for 45 years. Coma Auto Body Shop has been providing quality auto body repair and collision services to Daly City residents for over 45 years. They have helped countless community members restore their vehicles after accidents, maintaining safety on their local roads, and providing reliable service that families have trusted for multiple generations. Their longstanding presence on Mission Street demonstrates their commitment to quality workmanship and customer service in the community. Both businesses represent different sectors of our local economy and have shown exceptional dedication to Daly City throughout the decades of service. They have witnessed and supported our community's growth and evolution while maintaining their commitment to the quality of service. I believe both establishments are highly deserving of recognition for their longstanding contributions to Daly City.
Thank you. Great. I'll say the beauty school, I also live right by there, and I've been walking by them for years, so it's
Oh,
awesome
see?
to see them being represented. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
hey.
thank you. Okay, I guess I'll just go then. I have 2, and I look at both of these as sort of like local unsung heroes. But both of these businesses I do frequent, so I am a little biased. The first one is a dental office, dental practice by Dr. Mylene Gandico. And her business is Teeth, Gums, and Beyond. And they've provided high quality, compassionate dental care to Daly City residents for, let's say, over 15 years. And they've built a trusted reputation through consistency, clinical excellence, and community care. Dr. Mylene and her team serve multi-generational families, including my own, with preventative, restorative, and emergency services that keep families healthy and confident. And, I think recognition in the Legacy Business Directory would honor a small business like theirs, and that keeps Daly City smiling. And then the second one that I have, which is also interesting because they're called Broadmoor Cleaners and Alteration, but they're in Daly City. But Auntie Shay, as I call her, has established her business in 2016. So she just actually made the 10-year mark, but just such a wonderful person. And she's transformed the cleaners into the definition of a community anchor. Operates at the level of personal dedication that is rare in a lot of businesses. Her philosophy is service first. She opens really early and often stays late to accommodate working families. And one of the coolest things about her is that she'll give you her personal cell phone number in case you need service fast, and she's always there. And yeah, I think she's a wonderful, kind person, loves working with people, and I nominate her business because she's dependable, fast, and treats every customer like family.
Awesome. All right. For the business I'm nominating is the Classic Bowl. Bowling is, come to think about it, in Daly City, we used to have 3 or 4 of them.
Yes.
And now we're down to 1.
Yes.
And they are long-standing. When looking for family fun in Daly City, look no further than Classic Bowling Center. It's been a long-standing establishment in Daly City that's been able to deliver access to a classic sport in a fun and family-friendly environment. With the ever-changing landscape of Daly City, Classic Bowl has been able to stay while other bowling establishments have folded through the years. With 60 lanes, it's the biggest bowling alley in San Francisco, Bay Area, San Mateo counties. They were established in 1985. It's the same family that started and is still running it. I'm gonna hopefully not butcher the last name. It's De Vincenzi is the last name. They highly attract diverse community, although highly have Filipinos and Asians active there, but it's still pretty diverse. They also have high philanthropic activities. They try to raise funds for different communities. They have youth programs. They're also a cultural hub. So they're not just a bowling alley. It's a community center, actually. And they have actually deep ties with some local legends like DJ Qbert and San Quinn. So I would like to nominate that business. And like I said earlier, I wanted to get one more, but wasn't able to send it out. So we'll have to wait for the next one. I don't have it, actually. It's in my tablet. Failed.
All right, Maybell, so do we need to motion to approve these nominations, or?
Yes, however you want to do it, if you want to do it as individually or as a whole. However, Joseph's is going to be TBD based on my vetting.
Okay.
So they still have to
So they still have to go through the
pass
vetting
all
process.
of the other criteria. Like no violations, yeah.
Well, I think it would be great to just do a whole one-shot motion.
I agree.
Assuming, the businesses are vetted, so.
Yeah, as long as they're on good standing, then I
Great.
don't see why any of them would be a problem.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Motion, second, third?
Second?
I
All right,
approve.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right,
Aye.
aye.
Yay.
It's kind of refreshing that we didn't just nominate food vendors, food businesses. Something different, right? We do a lot of food. Which is great, because we do have a lot of great food in Daly City.
Classic Bowl has a nice restaurant
Classic
there as
Bowl
well,
got
so.
it, yeah.
They do have a nice
Nothing against the
restaurant.
food, I tell you.
All right, next on the agenda, announcements and communications. Anyone have any announcements or communications?
No.
You had events February 28th.
Oh, that's me. So my movement club, Everyday People Movement Club, we will have our very first activity February 28th, to be determined as far as location is concerned, but it's probably we're going to possibly partner up with Legacy Martial Arts. So check out our website, Everyday People Movement at sorry, not website, our Instagram. It's free. We do free wellness activities at least once a month, and this will be our first one for 2026 to kind of help people get going, get moving. We've done programs like it's usually some kind of activity, and we partner it with a social activity, just to make it fun and really give access to the community with how to stay active. And it doesn't have to be too daunting. You know, a lot of people kind of feel like they have to, enroll in these crazy programs. But, we're trying to give them a different view of how it looks like and how to experience health and wellness through movement. So February 28th, look out for that. It'll probably be on our Instagram, Everyday People Movement Club,
What time?
usually 8 a.m. Gotta get up. Let's go.
And I hear you provide coffee and donuts at some time.
Yes, the last event, it was called Crunches and Croissants,
There you go.
where we worked out for an hour, and then we had freshly baked croissants come out made by my sister. And we had over 50 people.
Nice.
That's great. And then sometimes we'll do a wellness walk and brunch, different locations. As a matter of fact, if we have any businesses that want to partner with us, we're open to it.
Great.
Yep.
I just had one idea. I mean, I know we usually don't get a lot of public comment unless there's like an event or something happening. But I thought of this idea. Part of it came from like the idea around the legacy business nominations, and it doesn't have to be super formal, but just wanted to like throw the idea out there that, and the other part of this idea is that I came across a new business actually at the top of the hill, a business called Second Look.
Sandwich?
Oh, no, this one was Second Look. So they're like almost like a barber shop hair styling place. Fun story. My two daughters got their hair braided and cornrowed there, and they did such a wonderful job. They were so nice, and the business is wonderful. But I just thought it might be cool to invite businesses, even just to come a public comment and talk about their businesses. In my mind, I was like, well, they're a new business. They're trying to just start, and it would be great to sort of have them, as opposed to me just giving them a shout out, just have them come
on,
and,
yeah.
and present. So I was just going to encourage folks to invite businesses to come to our meetings and, maybe just talk a little bit about what they do, especially these newer ones that are just starting up.
I think it's a great idea. I've invited a few, but I think we should really engage and be more active and proactive in getting more of these businesses out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Second Look. All right. Any other announcements or communications?
No? City?
And we also have a coming, their event is for the Lunar New Year.
Oh,
February
yes.
28th.
Yes.
All
I
right.
think, yes, it's the third year of the event already, I believe. So yeah, maybe you guys can come to try this year. Yes.
Where's the event? Is it at your business?
In
City Hall.
this city.
Oh, at City Hall. Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
On the 28th.
The
Oh, same day.
Yeah.
Oh,
excellent.
It's 10 to 12, though.
10 to 12.
10 to
Oh,
12,
let's-
yes.
we'll just have everybody work out, come here.
Yeah, there you go. Rain or shine.
Free food? Free food?
You know what it
Happy
is.
Lunar New Year.
Yes. Yes.
Sure, you're the horse.
Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Next on the agenda is public comment. Seeing that we don't have anyone here to give public comment, I will go ahead and adjourn the meeting. Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.